So from the teachings from the first 2 days of the broadcast concerning Moses, who was instructed of God to smite the rock in the book of Exodus chapter 17, verse 6. And then in Numbers chapter number 8, or chapter 20, verse number 8, he was told to speak to the rock. But in the second occasion, he disobeyed. And I'm just getting the impression, just from reading it, that he perhaps didn't even hear what God had said when God told him to speak to the rock and not smite the rock. But nevertheless, he did, and he was angry. So this leads me to 3 different thoughts concerning this. One is anger, and how to not allow ourselves to be overcome with anger and acting out accordingly. Number 2, it speaks to me of the frustrations of life, because we all have them. Moses certainly did. He had a congregation out here that was complaining and murmuring and saying, why did he bring us out here into the wilderness just to die? I mean, yes, these are hard things to deal with. He was frustrated. Obviously, he was frustrated. And then third, it's just the clarity of mind and thought. Many people are controlled by their emotions. They make decisions based upon their emotions. And sometimes this could end up being good things, because people they respond to a tragedy, and they reach in their wallet and they give money to help with the victims. Sometimes you see one of these commercials on television about the animals, and it just tugs at your heart, and you just want to do something, and you send a check and you help support some agency that's helping animals. All those things, they're evoking emotion, and sometimes we respond in a positive way, but sometimes we don't. But either way, it's just best to be in control. Just to be in control of thoughts and minds, not allowing our frustrations to drive us, not allowing ourselves to act out in anger, but have clarity of mind and thought. So the question is, how do you get there? How do you get to that place to where you have clarity of mind and thought, and you're not reacting in anger and allowing your frustrations to drive you, but you're in control? You have a clear mind. Your thoughts are those that have been thought out. You're not reacting in a rash and hasty way. And I believe this is simply an exercise of learning how to be in control. And I believe that we have to ask God to help us to be able to have that ability to rationally gain control of ourselves before we take actions. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.